Hello everyone, it's Kay here and I'm here with another journal that I've made using Tsunami Rose Designs. That's Daisy Collins on Facebook and Tsunami Rose on Etsy and Zibbit. Daisy has been doing some phenomenal work. All of her sales at the moment in both of her shops are running at £2.50, which is an absolute steal. Just looking at the front of this book, you can see the quality of the design work, the colour saturation, everything, and at £2.50, you know, it's such a small price to pay to have such wonderful things at your fingertips to use. This needn't necessarily have all been put into this kind of journal. It would be suitable for card making, stuffed envelopes, you name it, it's limitless. But what I've done is just used a piece of A3 card. I've layered up some buttons and flat back doodads here to make a nice closure that I can just slip this bit of ribbon over, if I can get in there, and that just undoes, and it's just a tiny little flap here which then folds over, and that just keeps everything secure inside. Opening up on the first page, you'll see throughout that I've used bits and pieces of lace. This journal is primarily about flowers. Daisy has just such an eye for detail from the colouring that she's used. I've got a little doily here that I've coloured up just to make the rose spray there pop. I've just used this piece, beautiful in its own right, just to hide the workings of the flesh tone card and the journal. It's actually, excuse me, 10 pages of A4 paper folded in half. I've done a lot of stenciling with doilies. I've used envelopes for pockets, and they're holding more pieces of ephemera to journal on. As you can see, this is just such a lovely way of doing. I haven't made many, but they're actually quite addictive. You do get to the point where you just want to make more of the same. There's a little tuck spot here, and I've used some jute flowers, another little spot here that tucks in, and it's actually just 3 pages held together that you can actually journal on, or just put little memory joggings on in its own right, all held together with the brad there, which is ideal, and it does give a modicum of flexibility to add bits and pieces to it. Moving on, one of Daisy's latest creations, there's a whole series of these jars that are absolutely beautiful. I've put a pretend flap here to make it into a tuck spot, as you can see, and then just put some stamping on Unforgettable Moments. Here is another envelope with more doilies. I've got a little notebook in here that I've just used one of the jars cut down, as you can see, to form the front of the little notebook. And then there's plenty of space here to make little notations, and it sits in this envelope really, really nicely. No one need ever know it's even there. Another coloured distressed inked doily, and I've actually used just the one that I've used periodically through the journal, coloured it up fully, and then added a little organza ribbon and a flat back flower there. More stamping and doily work. Here is a jute belly band covering another beautiful sheet of Daisy's design work. This lovely music and roses and seed packets. It's just all absolutely stunning, and if you like your flowers and you like your garden, this would be just such a treat. Another doily. I've made a little pocket envelope. I've got the clock going on, sorry, to denote time. gardens change all year round. Another little bit of lace here, and you can put a little something in there if you want to. And again, more doily stamping, one of Daisy's wonderful, wonderful envelopes. I love these, and it all comes pre-drawn and all your fold lines and everything in place, and you just make them up, pop a little something into it if you'd like to. There's a little calendar here, which I thought was absolutely lovely, just doing the months of the year with days, so you can actually, if you've gone out on say an August day and it's the 22nd, you can just circle that and have your keepsakes for the day here, if that's how your mind works. Some more doily work and more of Daisy's wonderful inspirational designs. I've made 2 more little envelopes here, and in here are just some tiny little cutouts that you could put just single words on if you wanted to, or just use the envelopes for little bits and pieces that you want to keep yourself, all made either out of plain craft coloured card or Daisy's beautiful papers. Another pocket here with the diary theme going on, and some little tuck spots here. I love this distressed ink doily work. I just think it adds a certain something to the overall design without taking away from Daisy's design work. There's a tuck spot here, and I've just used a little jute butterfly to hold the doily in place like so. Another of the wonderful jars, so full of detail. Another little envelope here for keeping keepsake mementos in. More lace work. This is a faux corner here. I just wanted to decorate a little bit, but needless to say the space is there to write. Another envelope with another of Daisy's special envelopes inside, and inside you've got papers that you can either journal on or pin mementos to and keep safe within the whole pocket, which I'll just close like that. A little bit of crochet here just to add a little something to the plainness of the envelope. More exquisite flowers. I mean, they are just, I hope the camera is picking up the detail, because it truly is amazing artwork. Never mind the staining on the papers and that kind of thing. It really is delightful. It's got that aged look to it. You very rarely see this kind of floral tribute these days. Roses aren't as popular perhaps as they used to be, but I just simply fell in love with it. Another belly band with some more little journaling spots underneath. Another envelope with some more ephemera. All of these things come as a little pack in Daisy's shop. You just click on something that catches your eye. She gives you details of whatever it is that you're looking at, plus dimensions, which is always really, really important. And all you do then is put it in your basket with a view to buying. It's an immediate download from the receipt of payment by Daisy, and it comes directly to your PC. You can then print it out to whatever size you like. Another of Daisy's little designs here, and finally the last page with this exquisite yellow rose on it. I hope you've enjoyed walking through this album with me. I can't recommend Daisy's work any higher than I am. She is a very, very talented lady and is always looking at ways to put forward new ideas for your delight, and they really are huge value. So thank you for sharing this time with me. I will leave links below to Daisy's Facebook page, and to the Tsunami Rose design page, where you can go along and find some absolutely exquisite work made by its members. So thank you once again. Take care everyone. Bye bye for now.